the new chapter 8 motion standard 9. Say generally in day-to-day life we are taking so many events in which motion takes place, like the bird flies, fish swims, person moving. So these are the examples of the motion. We are taking so many types of the motion, like the linear motion, rotational motion, vibrational motion. Okay, so here we are taking the simple type of the motion, that is the linear motion. What is the motion? Motion means the object is moving. When the object's position is changed, then we can say the object is moving. If the object's position is at rest, okay, then we can say that object is at rest. But when the position is changed with respect to time, then object is moving. So here we are taking the simplest type of the motion, that is the linear motion. The object is moving in the straight line, then its motion is known as the linear motion. So we are taking one simple example to explain the linear motion. So suppose the one object or the one particle is start to move from one point and reach to the other point. Here for explaining the motion we are taking the reference point. So what is the meaning of the reference point? We can take any point as a reference point which denote the position of the particle. So generally we are taking the intersection of the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis as the origin, and this origin we are taking as a reference point. So by taking the origin, the motion we can explain very easily. So suppose here we are taking the one simplest type of the motion. Here the particle is start moving from the origin and it reach to the last point, suppose the D point. It reached to the A, B, C and D point. So we are taking, this is the linear motion. The object starts its motion from the O origin point. So this origin point is taken as the reference point. Now let us take the distance from the O point. Suppose this is the 20 meter, here is the 30 meter, 40 meter and here is the 50 meter. So now object change its position from O point and reach to the D point in the given time interval. We can draw it by the arrow. And again it return back from the D point and reach to the B point. So here we can say that B is the final position and the O is taken as the initial position. So here to explain the motion we take the two different quantity. One is the path length and other is the displacement. Both the quantity are different quantity and they explain the motion. So first of all we are taking the path length. What is the path length? Path length, it is the total distance covered by the object in the given time interval. So path length is the total distance covered by object. Here the total distance covered by the object is taken as the OA plus AB plus BC plus CD plus DB, or in other way we can say OD plus DB. OD plus DB. So here we can take the OD distance is equal to 50 meter plus the DB distance is taken as the 20 meter. So it is the 70 meter. So in this way we get the path length as the total distance covered by the object. Other quantity we are taking as a displacement. What is the displacement? Displacement, it is the change in position of the object. Here we are taking the initial position as a O origin and the final position D. So the change of the position, that is the final position minus initial position. So here we are taking the displacement is equal to BO, and this displacement is taken as the B minus O, final position minus initial position. 30 minus 0 is equal to 30 meter. So here, what is the difference between the path length and the displacement? Path length, that is total distance covered by the object, it is always positive. It only covers the magnitude value, not the direction, whereas the displacement, it is the magnitude as well as the direction. Displacement shows only the resultant effect of the motion. The displacement that gives the resultant effect of motion. The displacement does not tell us about the total motion of the object. We can say the total motion of the object is given by the path length, but displacement, it only just give the resultant effect of the motion. It does not tell whole the distance covered by the object, so it just give the resultant effect of the motion. Path length is positive, whereas the displacement may be positive, negative, or the zero. The displacement may be positive, negative, or zero. The displacement, it also denotes the direction, in which direction the object's motion is there. Sometimes we are getting displacement as a zero also. How? Suppose the one particle is moving from the A point, start to move in the circular motion, and again reach to the A point. The radius of this motion, circular motion, is suppose the 2 meter. Okay, then the initial and final position are same as the A. So the displacement is given by A minus A is equal to 0. But the total distance, that is the path length, is not 0 here. Path length, we can take the small d. Path length is given by the circumference, that is the 2 pi r. So it is the 4 pi meter. This is the path length. So in this way we can get the displacement as a 0. In the next session we will discuss about the speed, velocity, average speed and average velocity. Thank you.